Last week, I was invited to TikTok's head office, and this is everything I learned. I hope you have your notebook out because this is everything I learned from the TikTok event that happened last week. So the agenda of this presentation today, I'm going to go through the main overarching features that TikTok themselves outlined. I'm going to go through specifically the TikTok Shop and Creator Awards program, then how to go viral, aka how the TikTok algorithm works, TikTok business accounts, and finally a summary. Let's get into it with the main overarching features. So TikTok specifically spoke about the expansion of the TikTok Shop. This is a big feature for TikTok. They absolutely love how well the TikTok Shop has done, and it's basically their USP because this is not something that Instagram or YouTube really currently offer. There's talks about YouTube expanding into this, but for now, TikTok is the only social media app that has an actual built-in shopping function where anyone has access to it and anyone can sell their own products and anyone can market anyone else's products. Because I know Instagram, you can have shopping items on posts, etc. But that's for specific brands. This is an open playing field where anyone can become an affiliate and earn money from it. And specifically, TikTok have spoken about expanding the TikTok Shop to other countries beyond just the UK, USA, and some Asian nations. There was not a specific timeline of when this will happen, but it is definitely on their mind. And TikTok is here to stay. I mean, they showed at length that this is a long-term vision here at this company. It's not just a fad where everyone's seeming to make money from TikTok, everyone's seeming to get involved and watch TikTok videos. No, this is here to stay. It's had a meteoric rise where every single year it's gaining new followers and more active users. I mean, over 1 billion people use TikTok every single month. That's 1 billion active monthly users. That is a staggeringly large number, and it's growing and growing. There's also a push towards longer short form content. This was interesting because TikTok at its heart is a short form content creation platform, right? You post short form videos, which are, as many people would know, under 60 seconds. But what TikTok have found is that there's actually a push towards longer short form content. Recently, they actually allowed videos to go to 3 minutes and potentially 10 minutes long. And of course, with the TikTok Creator Awards program, you only get rewarded for videos over 60 seconds long. So TikTok are making a conscious effort to, although stick with short form content because that is their USP, they want to make short form content that's longer. And they are finding that on average, every single year, their viewers are actually watching videos for a longer amount of time. Their average watch time is going up. Maybe that's because they're enjoying the videos more, or maybe because more and more creators are pushing towards longer form content because they're getting rewarded for it through the Creator Awards program. And also when it comes to advertising on TikTok, there's definitely the consensus that combining organic and paid advertising is the best route to go down. As I've said multiple times on this channel, TikTok's USP is that it's got organic reach. This is the reason why I bang on about it being one of the best business models for beginners starting out. I first made money online through TikTok theme pages. Why? You don't need money and you don't need a following. You can post a video, and if that video is good, TikTok will reward you and push it out to a large audience. I've grown accounts to over 500,000 followers completely organically. Did not pay a single penny on advertising. Now, of course, if you want the best results and you want fast results, you can combine the organic reach of TikTok with paid advertising as well. And TikTok has a whole host of ways you can advertise on their platform, and you pay depending on impressions or views or actual engagement as well. And that's probably the best method to go down if you have some extra cash as well and you want to grow quickly. And the consensus I got, although this was not actually concretely said, from the whole day's events, I did have a feeling towards the TikTok Shop being more of a push rather than the TikTok Creator Awards program. Look, both are important and they both have their separate teams that deal with each of these programs, and they both get the support they need, and they both can generate money, right? But from what I'm starting to gather, it feels like TikTok is definitely seeing the TikTok Shop right now as a more lucrative opportunity. And if I was brand new into the game, starting from scratch, me personally, I would target the TikTok Shop rather than the Creator Awards program. I'm on both. I post on both. I make money from both. But me personally, from my own Creator Awards program accounts, I've seen a real drop in the RPM recently over the past few months, whereas the TikTok Shop has become more and more fruitful. So me personally, I am veering towards the TikTok Shop, but the Creator Awards program is still fruitful as well, just not as fruitful as the TikTok Shop, in my personal opinion. So let's talk about the TikTok Shop and Creator Awards program. So I've got two accounts on screen with me. So you've got a shop one on the left hand side, and on the right hand side is my own Creator Awards program account. So as I said before, TikTok is here to stay. There's expansion plan for both the Creator Awards program and TikTok Shop. No timeline of when this will happen and no countries confirmed, but I'd expect countries within Europe to be targeted first. But definitely Creator Wars program and TikTok Shop is here to stay. These are not fads that are going away anytime soon. In fact, the Creator Wars program was the Creativity Program Beta not too long ago, and it got rebranded to the Creator Wars program. So that proves that it's here to stay. It was so successful, the Creativity Program, they literally rebranded it and kept it as the Creator Rewards program. And as I said before, TikTok Shop has just done so well. And if anything, I can see YouTube and Instagram copying it, which moves into point number 2. TikTok has one-upped YouTube and Instagram with this. Not only is it one of the most actively used platforms, social media platforms in the world right now, it's got what YouTube and Instagram don't really have, which is the TikTok Shop. And if you combine that with the Creator Wars program, I mean, Instagram does not even have a way to pay creators for the content they post. At least YouTube does pay for shorts and long form content. They give you an RPM. But right now, I mean, TikTok's aim is to be a full-time income generator for content creators. They want people to be able to post on TikTok and make a full-time living with it. And there's plenty of examples of people that do. There's plenty of examples of people that are making a full-time living just posting on TikTok, whether it is through the Creator Wars program and TikTok Shop, or through other ways, including other monetization abilities like sponsorship posts, like affiliate marketing, you name it. TikTok has basically become an all-in-one platform where anyone can make money no matter which route you want to go down. So let's talk about how to go viral. So this picture on the left-hand side was what I took directly from the presentation. As I mean, the quality is really poor, that's my fault, but the screen had some glare on it when I tried to take a picture. But I've condensed it now into 3 steps. So TikTok themselves have set out a winning formula to convert posts and go viral. That is the hook, the USP, and the CTA. The hook is the hook, the start of the video, USP, unique selling point, and CTA, call to action. I'm going to break down each particular part as to what TikTok said. So, starting with the hook. The first 3 to 5 seconds of the video, if anything, I'd say the first 2 seconds of the video. You basically want to stop people swiping off that vid. They need to stay on that video and watch it. You also on that hook, you should highlight a relevant promo. This is coming directly from TikTok. So if it's holiday season, something about Christmas, for example, or it's Valentine's Day, that should be included in the hook as well. And call out your target audience. So let's give an example of what a bad hook is. A bad hook would be, welcome to my video, guys. What does that even mean? Welcome to my video. Now, if you're a celebrity or you're a very famous person, like a Kim Kardashian or a Logan Paul or the Sidemen or something like that, that could work because people know your face. If you're people no one ever seen before, or it's an AI video where people don't know who you are, that's not going to keep people around. A good hook is something that targets people and is very specific and highlights a particular, a relevant promo that's going on. For example, football season is back. If, for example, the NFL season's back, right? Or saying that 16 to 24-year-olds from the US, from Alabama, or 16 to 24-year-olds from London. Do you know what I mean? It highlights a particular group. That is the main part of a hook. You want to keep people on that video and stop people swiping off. And the way you stop people swiping off is by them feeling like they are targeted to watch this video. Then you've got the unique selling point. This is the middle 10 to 20 seconds of the video. You basically want to show why it's popular. So if you're selling a product on a TikTok shop in particular, because this is what they were giving the example about, was selling products on TikTok. You want to show why that actual product is popular, right? So let's say I'm selling, for example, vitamins, like this right here, right? Why is it popular? Oh, it helps reduce tiredness, or it helps you feel more alert during the day. It solves a problem, right? You're feeling tired all day. You're getting brain fog. You haven't got the same productivity. Take these tablets, for example, something along those lines, and entice with visuals. I mean, this is TikTok, right? People are not going to read a blog post. They're going to want to see some enticing visuals or some effects or something along those lines. And then finally, the most important part, the call to action, the last 3 to 5 seconds of the video. TikTok outlined a 3-step process for this. They call it motivation, promotion, and brand message. Each part one by one. Motivation, give people a reason to buy the product. It's running out of stock, limited quantity left. Then you've got promotion, 2-for-1 deal, 10% off, first 500 people to use it get this, something along those lines. And then the brand message, joining like it's not a cult, but joining like a group, feeling like you're part of an exclusive club, right? It's the same reason why Rolex is so popular. Rolex is popular because not any old person can get a Rolex. You can walk into a Rolex store tomorrow with 30 grand in cash and still not buy a Submariner. Why? Because you need to get onto the list and then they call you from the list to get your Rolex. That's how it works. It's an exclusive club. So when people watch your content, right, and you'll see a lot of famous YouTubers and TikTokers do this, they refer to their audience like they're cult members. I personally don't really like this because I don't see it as a cult, but they do that for a reason. They want people to feel like they are a part of the club. And so when you buy products from them or when you engage with their content, you're part of that exclusive club as well. It's all about exclusivity. It all fits in with the brand message. So that is a 3-step process that TikTok outlined to post viral content. Now, if you've been around the channel before, you will know that I basically said all this. So everything TikTok outlined, I've already said on videos before. I've said about how the hook is so important. I've talked about how it's so important to sell what you are doing. Don't just show it, tell why it's popular, and then the call to actions as well. But it's good at least that TikTok is backing up what I've said as well, and it aligns with what was said in the meeting last week. So what are some common misconceptions that TikTok outlined? Number 1, post time does not matter. 99% of the time I put in brackets. Yes, according to TikTok, post time does not matter. You can go viral posting at 3 a.m, 3 p.m, 10 p.m, anytime. Now, the reason I put 99% of the time is because they are right, but it's mostly for evergreen content. Now, if your content is very, very relevant, let's say you're posting about a sport event that just finished, about the Super Bowl, and you want to post your reaction to the Super Bowl. Now, if the Super Bowl finished at 11 p.m, your best chance of going viral is posting that reaction at 11 p.m. If you post that reaction 4 p.m. the day after, there's less chance it's going viral because it's less relevant, right? So for evergreen content, they're absolutely right. Post time does not matter. But when it comes to news, relevant content, things that are trending, you want to be as quick as possible and post as early as possible. That's for an absolute fact in my opinion. So yeah, 99% of the time, post time does not matter. If you've got a video that's ready to come out at 3 a.m, post it. Don't worry about it, everyone's asleep or anything along those lines. They will push it to an audience and someone will be awake watching that video. Next thing, algorithm does take into account keywords spoken in TikTok videos. Now this is a big one that I always thought but was never confirmed. So when you post a video on TikTok, right, some people have captions on the video, some people don't. But TikTok actually listens to what you said, and AI or something along those lines auto generates captions of what you say, and what you say in that video is keywords that TikTok then use to push that video out to the right target audience. So for example, if I'm making a video on TikTok, for example, and I'm talking about how to go viral in the algorithm, if I say in the video, this is how you go viral on TikTok, that will be a keyword that TikTok pull up and they'll push it to a target audience that wants to know how to go viral on TikTok. That's really interesting because I always assumed that was the case, but them saying that just made it absolutely crystal clear that is the case. So less so the description hashtag, it's more actually what you say in the video that is used as keywords. Think of your videos having a transcript automatically done by TikTok, then they can push it out. Now, what does this mean? Speak clearly in your videos. If you say anything that's not clear, TikTok's AI won't be able to transcribe it, because do remember, it's not a human doing this. There's far too much content for that. It's an AI doing it. So you need to speak clearly and articulate yourself, or use an AI voice that articulates itself so TikTok can hear exactly what you are saying on the video so they can push out to the right audience. And also in your videos, say keywords. Say things like viral if you want your video to go out to people that want to go viral on social media. If it's a chat message story, for example, say keywords in that you know people will be interested in, because that's what gets the videos out. That was a big game changer when I heard that. Next thing, description hashtags. So when you post a video on TikTok, you can have space for a description and write some hashtags. They help with the SEO, but make them very clear. So from what I gathered, this was not confirmed by TikTok, but from what I interpreted between the lines, the description hashtag won't help your video go viral on the For You page, but when it comes to actually searching videos, so you can search videos on TikTok and online on the websites, for example, they do help with the SEO, search engine optimization, but you have to make them clear. Don't give wishy-washy hashtags, don't give wishy-washy descriptions, make them clear for SEO. Now, if you think optimizing your description hashtags is automatically going to make you viral, I hate to break it to you, but it won't. But for SEO purposes, it does help. So let's now move on to TikTok business. This was a big game changer, and this was actually the main point of the workshop last week at TikTok's head office, right? They wanted to push how important it is and how pivotal it is. So if you have a business or anything along those lines where you're selling something, use TikTok to market that product or service, right? And this is a massive part of TikTok's strategy. They also want TikTok to be the leading social media when it comes to people using it for marketing products, right? So back in the day when anyone was doing e-commerce or agencies, they would run Facebook ads. I'm pretty sure most people have heard about Facebook ads. It was the in thing a few years ago. Now, recently, I say from about 2 years ago and even more recent than that, TikTok ads has become more prevalent. People always talk about what is the best TikTok ad strategy. If you're dropshipping or you're in e-commerce or you're in any other sort of online business, everyone seems to be talking about TikTok ads, and TikTok like that because they see TikTok ads and TikTok business as a massive strategy going forward. And they say the best way of doing this is combining organic and paid ads, or the promote feature. Using the organic reach of TikTok and combining it with paid ads to target the right audience is exactly what you need to grow your business, right? And more people are using TikTok to promote themselves. And that could be promoting themselves through making their own videos viral. For example, a lot of TikTok shop people are actually using ads to promote their TikTok shop videos and hopefully get more commission. And their aim is that the commission they generate outweighs the budget they spent on ads. That's the overall aim, right? You spend money on ads but hope commission generates more than it. So loads of people using TikTok. It's not just people that have got a business like it's not just your Nikes and your Adidases, right? It's everyday people. Even if you're doing e-commerce or drop shipping, you're promoting your products, you can use a TikTok shop, TikTok ads and TikTok business to do this. I've got a link in the description directly. Go into the TikTok page, and if you use that link, there's some promotions on there. Things such as if you spend a certain amount of money on ads, TikTok match that and give you that free amount to spend on ads as well. So it's all in the link in the description. You can check it out. And there's also a TikTok ads breakdown, which I'll be going through next. So do subscribe down below, and importantly, hit the bell notification. And as I just mentioned, check out the video right beside me because it breaks down exactly how you can use TikTok ads to launch a business in 2024. Far more detailed than what I just mentioned in this video. I'll catch you right there.